Warner Bros., you messed up not releasing this movie under your company because this is a fantastic movie, and I'm glad Ketchup Entertainment released it because it's solid. We're talking about Coyote versus Acme, the Looney Tunes movie that Warner Bros. Shelved and Ketchup Entertainment acquired from them and released into theaters because fans wanted it. And I don't know why, Warner Brothers didn't want to release this because it is a fantastic movie. It's exactly what you want to see out of a Looney Tunes movie. And thank God to all the fans out there who rooted for this movie and got it released, because I'm glad I went and seen it. So my expectations going into this movie, I was actually pretty excited to see this because of all, the drama that partook into this film and in the releasing of this film. Like I said, Warner Brothers shelved it, got, I don't know if it was insurance money or something for it, because technically they didn't release it, and the fans wanted to see it, the actors wanted it released, and Ketchup Entertainment acquired the rights to it and released it in theaters, and I'm glad they did because I went in pretty excited and I left pretty hyped and excited. It's a solid movie. It's a great movie. Like I said, it's exactly what you want to see out of a Looney Tunes film. It's got, great animation, a solid story, some just slapstick, goofy comedy that you expect out of this nostalgic, Looney Tunes comedy that you get out of this movie. So it is absolutely worth going and seeing, and I'm glad I went and seen it. So if you don't know what Coyote versus Acme is about, it is about Wile E. Coyote. After Acme products fail him one too many times in his dog pursuit of the Roadrunner, he decides to hire a billboard lawyer to sue the Acme Corporation. So this movie is 100% for the fans of Looney Tunes, of the fans who rooted for this movie. It's, a ode to the fans of the Looney Tunes cartoons. It has got, that goofy comedy that you just love to see. It's got that nostalgic feeling to it. It's got a nice and emotional story about, rising above. So it is absolutely a great movie for the family. It's a great movie for the people who rooted for this film, and it's a great movie for everyone. So let's talk about the pros. Already, like I said, I didn't see this in Dolby, so I didn't see it with, fantastic Dolby colors, fantastic Dolby sound system. So the colors still look great. I mean, it's a Looney Tunes animated movie, and it just looks great. It really does. It just, even though I didn't see it in Dolby, the colors pop very well, and it looks fantastic. The movie itself, the story is very, very good. So it's got that mix of, live action animation. It merges very good and very well. And like I said, the story is just fantastic. The acting is great. John Cena, I don't know if I've ever really seen him play like a villain, but he does that very well in this film. And you honestly hate him in this film, and I think that just goes to show you the acting across the board is really good. So let's talk about the cons. The only con that I have for this movie is that the sound at parts was very loud and very good for the movie, and then at times very quiet and not as easily heard. And I mean, I had a packed theater. Nobody was talking. Everybody was full into this movie. This was the early access release as well. So this movie doesn't even come out for another week in theaters. So this is for the people who really wanted to see this movie. So, nobody was talking. Everybody was locked in. And I found it in some scenes very hard to hear some of the things that were being said or happening. And then we got to other scenes where it was very loud and what it should have been throughout the whole movie. So I don't know if that was a theater issue or a movie issue, but to me, that was one of the cons of this movie. And obviously the cast had a blast doing this. I mean, how can you not have fun meshing with characters that everybody loves to see? You got Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety Bird, you got Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner, you got all these Looney Tunes characters, and you're not even a cartoon character, you're a live action character being able to flesh and do all these crazy things on the screen. How can you not have fun? And Will Forte has been like a huge, voice for this movie, so he's just had a great time doing this, and he's so happy, and he's thanked the fans multiple times for this movie coming to the theaters. So you just know they had a blast creating something like this. This movie has a ton of standout moments. I don't even know if I could just pick one, so I'm going to shoot off like one or two or three standout moments that stood out to me that just are fun. I don't really know if there was a scene in itself that really took the movie to a crazier place or anything like that, because the whole movie is fun. I just think some of them were a little bit more funny than others, and the whole movie is just a good time. So I'm going to shoot off like a couple. First thing that instantly comes to mind is when John Cena's character is talking to Tweety Bird and he's just kind of using that Tweety Bird accent to Tweety Bird, like, I thought you taught, I don't teach you, I don't pay you to taught, I teach you to tea. It's just like a fun scene. Like, I didn't do that scene justice. Like, it is a fun scene. It's very funny. It's just like John Cena playing a goofy character that's also trying to be evil with a character that obviously has like this, funny voice, and he's doing the voice back to him. So that's a good scene. There's, some crazy action scenes. Like, one of the main big action scenes is when, Will Forte's character is on rocket boots chasing Wile E. Coyote and the people after Wile E. Coyote, and they're, throwing bombs and things in a live action city. That's a good scene as well. There are a lot of scenes like that. One of the ending scenes, I don't want to really give that away, is a good scene where you see all these characters on the screen and just having a good time. There's a lot of scenes in this movie that stand out, so I couldn't just pick one. Let's talk about Ant's 3 big questions. Would I watch it again? Would I recommend it? And is it going to be better on streaming or in theaters? Would I watch it again? I probably will watch this again. I might even go back into the theaters next week when it comes out and watch it again. It's just a good movie. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's a good feel-good movie, and it's something you should definitely take your family to, which leads us into the question, will I recommend it? Absolutely. I probably will recommend this to all my family that has kids, all my family that doesn't have kids, that enjoy stuff like this. I think it's just going to be a good time for everyone. Like, I can't even think of, like, unless you're just like a miserable person, I don't think you can't not have fun in this movie. It's just a really, really fun movie. Which leads us into the question, is it going to be better on streaming in theaters? I absolutely think you should go see this in theaters. It is an event film that you should see in theaters. And the only reason I say that is because the fans, the studio that acquired this, Ketchup Entertainment, they have fought so hard to get this to the theaters that I think we should reward them by bringing something that the fans want to see onto the big screen by paying to see this movie. So yeah, I absolutely do think you should go to the theaters while it's in theaters and check out this theater. I'm going to be a huge voice online for it. I'm going to, probably repost this video and talk about this video next week when it comes to wider screens, but I wanted to put out my review now. It's absolutely a movie you should go see in theaters, but it will also be fun at home for kids if you can't get all your kids out to the theater to see it, if it comes to home. Because it's acquired by Ketchup Entertainment, I don't know where this is going to land on streaming, so that's why I'm saying go check it out while it's in theaters now. With that being said, I gave this film a 5-star review, and there's a reason for that. The fans, the studio, everybody fought so hard. I keep saying that in this video, but they did. They really did. They've been a voice online for this movie. Everybody's been excited for this movie. They've been advertising it like crazy. And that's why it gets the 5-star review. But not only because everybody fought for the movie and it's something that fans wanted to see, but because it's genuinely a good movie. You have, like I said, that goofy slapstick comedy. You get some really good animation mixed with some live action that meshes really well. There are a few scenes that are like, obviously, you can kind of tell, like, oh, they're standing in front of a green screen, or this is, CGI'd in, or whatever it is. But it's animation onto live action. So obviously there are going to be a few scenes that just like stand out to you. But even with that, like, it doesn't take away from the movie and the fun that is to be had in this movie, along with, just like the way the actors play off of each other and play off these cartoon characters, even the ones that don't talk and things like that. It's just a fun time. And I think this movie, just because it was fought for, deserves that 5-star review. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another movie review. I've been going crazy this week. I've posted a review every single day. I posted 2 today just because I went and seen Insidious late last night. So I figured I'd post it early in the day today. And I'm going to be posting this one right now. So I've been going crazy. I think I've posted almost a video every single day this week, which is good. So there's lots of stuff on the content for you guys to check out. Check out the links below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.